He walked into the millionaire's mansion with second-hand shoes, quiet eyes, and a mind sharper than diamonds. But when they sat him at the chess table, just for fun, no one knew the truth. The boy wasn't just smart, he was a hidden genius. And today, everyone in that room was about to witness a miracle. Don't forget to subscribe to USA Drama 2.0 for more heart-touching stories. The Hemsworth estate looked like something out of a foreign movie: golden walls, carved archways, windows taller than men. Anyone who stepped inside felt small, no matter who they were. But for Lena, a hard-working maid who had worked here for 7 years, it was simply her workplace. She arrived every morning on the 7:05 bus, walking the last half-mile with a calm smile and a determined heart. She didn't complain, she didn't ask for favors. She did her job with pride. And every day, her 10-year-old son Malik waited at the bus stop after school, books under his arm, waiting for his mother's shift to end. He never caused trouble, he never wandered, he simply waited, sometimes reading, sometimes solving the strange logic puzzles he loved so much. But on this particular Thursday, life was about to take a turn none of them expected. Lena entered the mansion carrying her small lunch and wearing her neatly pressed uniform. Mr. Hemsworth, the mansion's owner, was hosting a formal diplomatic gathering that evening. Suit-wearing assistants rushed around, tables were being polished, chandeliers were being checked for dust. Lena called Mrs. Greenwood, the house manager. "Yes, ma'am, Mr. Hemsworth said your son may wait inside today. The security team is doing perimeter work, so he shouldn't be outdoors." Lena hesitated. "That's very kind, ma'am, but he won't disturb anyone." Mrs. Greenwood smiled warmly. "Of course not, but he can stay in the sitting hall. It's safer." Lena nodded gratefully. When Malik entered, his eyes widened. The ceiling glittered like the night sky. The carpets looked like clouds. The grand piano in the corner looked untouched. He sat quietly, pulling out a worn puzzle book. His presence didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hemsworth, tall, confident, with a commanding air, noticed Malik sitting alone. He approached with a friendly, almost amused smile. "Hello there," he said warmly. Malik stood out of respect. "Good afternoon, sir. What are you working on?" "Logic puzzles," Malik answered shyly. Hemsworth raised a brow. "Logic, yes. That's rare for boys your age." He glanced toward the long chess table set up for tonight's gathering. A high-ranking official was scheduled to play a symbolic match with him later, just for show. Hemsworth chuckled softly. "Do you play chess, Malik?" Malik nodded, a little. The assistants behind Hemsworth exchanged a quick grin. The idea formed silently among them, a harmless, playful moment. "Why don't we have a little game?" Hemsworth suggested. Lena, who overheard while dusting the doorway, quickly interjected. "Oh sir, he's just a child. I don't want him to bother you." "Nonsense," Hemsworth said kindly. "It'll be fun, a warm-up before the real match tonight." It sounded innocent, but no one realized what they were about to witness. They sat across from each other at the polished wooden chess table. 6 assistants stood behind Hemsworth, hands behind their backs, amused. Hemsworth made his first move confidently. Malik watched, calm as still water. He studied the board like it was speaking to him. On his turn, he didn't just move a pawn. He started building a pattern that no one else in the room recognized. Not yet, move by move, something shifted. The room grew quieter. The assistants leaned forward. Hemsworth's smile slowly faded into concentrated silence. Malik's fingers moved lightly, gracefully, placing each piece with purpose. Hemsworth stopped, sat back, and studied the board. "This is interesting," he murmured. 10 minutes later, Hemsworth was sweating lightly. The assistants exchanged stunned looks. "Sir, he's cornering you," whispered one. Hemsworth raised a hand. "I see that." Malik didn't celebrate. He didn't smirk. He simply observed, patient and still. Hemsworth attempted a counterattack. Malik's response came immediately, beautifully precise. "A perfect trap," Yasts echoed through the room. What school taught you this?" Hemsworth asked softly. Malik shrugged. "No school, sir. I learned from books and online videos from the library." "You study this on your own?" "Yes, sir." Another move, another trap, another stunned whisper from the assistants. Finally, "Checkmate." Hemsworth froze. Silence swallowed the room. Hemsworth leaned forward slowly, looking at the board like it had betrayed him. "You beat me," he said in awe. "Yes, sir," Malik replied respectfully. "You beat me, flawlessly." The assistants applauded softly, still shocked. Lena had stopped cleaning, her hands trembling slightly. "I'm so sorry, sir," she said nervously. "He didn't mean." Hemsworth stood instantly. "Lena, please don't apologize. Your son is extraordinary." Malik blinked, confused. I just enjoy playing, sir." Hemsworth smiled in disbelief. "Enjoy playing? Malik, do you realize you just executed a strategy some adults train years to master?" Malik looked down shyly. "I just follow the patterns." By evening, the mansion filled with dignitaries in suits and uniforms. The official scheduled for the symbolic match, a respected diplomat, was introduced to Malik when Hemsworth told the story. At first, the diplomat laughed kindly. "A 10-year-old child defeated you? Truly." Hemsworth folded his arms. "Play him, just one round," the diplomat agreed. And the room gathered. Men and women in fine suits stood around the table as Malik sat politely, waiting. The match began. 5 minutes later, the diplomat froze. 8 minutes later, he whispered, How is he reading every move?" And at the 10-minute mark, checkmate, another round of stunned silence. Malik had done it again. Hemsworth knelt beside Malik. "Son, what do you want to become when you grow up?" Malik hesitated. "I want to help my mom first. After that, maybe I can teach her learn more." Hemsworth's voice grew firm with admiration. "You're going to learn more. A lot more." He stood and addressed his team. "From today, Malik will join our private academic program. Full scholarship, tutors, training, everything he needs." Lena gasped and covered her mouth, tears forming. "Sir, this is too much." "No, Lena," Hemsworth said gently. "It's the least he deserves." Malik's eyes shone with quiet wonder. "Mom, I can really do this." Lena hugged him tightly. "Yes, baby, yes you can." The guests applauded as Hemsworth shook Malik's hand, not as a child but as an equal. "You're going to go far," he said. "Just promise me one thing." Malik nodded. "What is it, sir?" "Never stop learning, and never doubt your mind again." Malik smiled wider than ever before. "I promise." Lena looked around the room. This grand, bright, powerful room, and felt hope rise in her chest for the first time in years. Her son, the quiet boy who read puzzle books at bus stops, was stepping into a world he had always belonged to. A world that had finally recognized him. And this was only the beginning of Malik's incredible journey. If you want more inspiring stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to USA Drama 2.0.